Muriel Bowser announced her Safer, Stronger anti-crime legislation. So this morning, she went to Capitol Hill to testify before the House Oversight Committee about crime in the district and ways to reduce it.
Access to firearms is a national problem, and we need common sense gun reform. We also need this Congress to give the mayor control of the DC National Guard. We welcome your partnerships or non-public safety initiatives as well.
For those of you who've been waiting to see some results, I'm going to tell you right now, I think you got a lot of stuff incoming. Yeah, you got bombshells incoming. This is Special Counsel Ed Martin, who's been assigned to the January 6th committee, the Tish, what's your girl name? Tisha James case, in multiple cases, outside of Tisha James's house, and being confronted by one of, I guess, her neighbors or someone that was sent for her to confront, a Karen that was sent to confront him. Now, I'm just going to say this. You stupid little lady. You don't confront the special counsel for the United States of America with your emotions and think that that's going to get you, that's going to do you some good. Like, I wouldn't want none of this smoke that this dumb lady getting, but let's hear this out, because this is, imagine for a moment the message that this is sending. And this is what if you watch my last video, which maybe I'm going to release this before, but within the next two videos, this video, the one that releases, I'm liking what I'm seeing, because there's a psychological aspect to warfare. I mean, there is a psychological aspect to warfare. For the special counsel to show up at your front doorstep and look at your house is a message being sent. For Gavin Newsom to hold a press conference and for ICE to go arrest people outside of that press conference is a message being sent. And I like the fact that messages are now being sent this directly to the opposition. I'm in your face, and ain't nothing you gonna do about it. And see, it's a departure from the talking. See, what got on my nerves, ladies and gentlemen, was all the yibba yabbing. You know, Pam Botley, blah, 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 blah. Kaz Patel, blah, 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 blah. Dan Bongino, blah, 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 blah. Don't talk about it, be about it. I got to say, they starting to be about it. Yeah, they starting to be about it. And I like it, man. I don't know about you, but I like it. I like it like that. I like it like that. I like it like that. Yeah, I like it like that. Let's take a listen to her with her liberal emotions trying to combat the special counsel for the United States of America. This just, man, liberal, like, idiocy is amazing. It's amazing, man. It's amazing.
It's not that. Is there a back alley? I'm just sure there's like the Pratt building. Is there
you want me to tell you how to access my...
No, I'm just asking. I'm interested, because usually houses like this.
Tell me why you're here.
We're interested in the houses.
You're not interested in the houses. We know who lives here.
Is this like Second Empire?
It's just a track house. That's what all of these things are.
I know, but when was it built, do you think?
They're built before 1899.
Oh, so, okay.
Why are you being so disingenuous about what you're here for? You're not here about the houses. You're here because of who lives here. It's my neighborhood. It's my block. I have a right to know what you guys look like. You're at official capacity.
I'm just happy to be on a block looking at a house.
That's not true. Why won't you be honest?
No, he is happy.
Well, why won't you be honest with me about what you're doing? You are acting suspicious on my block in front of my neighbor's home, and you're not telling me what you're doing. That's not true.
Now, let me say this, because I just spilled some of that methylene blue on my shirt. The shirt will never be the same again. Let me just pause and say this. This lady is so entitled that she doesn't get that being a Karen is a terrible idea. The way this kind of stuff used to happen when you confronted somebody that was outside the house that happened to be the FBI or the DEA or, God forbid, something else, they would dig into their pocket and they would give you a card. And they would hand you the card. And then you look at the card and read it. And if that wasn't enough to make you come to your damn senses, then Lord help you. But they trolling her right now. And they're trolling Teach James right now, which lets you know they got Teach James. Yeah, they trolling her, which lets you know that they got her. And that takes me back to what was going on when they were talking about Karen Bass and Gavin Newsom. You see, when people start parading in front of your face, and he said he's happy, they got you. But it's one thing to get you. It's a whole nother thing to troll you. And for example, if you look at the mayor of New Orleans, LaToya the Destroyer Cantrell. Gotcha. And I said this months ago. I said it months ago, maybe a year ago. I said, man, I don't like the fact that the globalists are hanging all this around the heads of black women, but y'all keep letting yourself be used. And you gonna pay the price. When the head starts getting chopped, your head gonna get chopped off. And now it's coming to fruition all over the place. Almost like I knew what the hell I was talking about.
Interesting houses. It's an important house. So, thank you.
It's not. It's just like every other track house on this block that was built by developers.
Right, they're beautiful. Beautiful neighborhood.
Thank you.
I mean, do you guys call this a stoop?
What do you think?
I don't know. It's a stoop. We didn't have stoops where I was growing up. Is this a stoop?
I want to know what you're doing.
Just checking it out.
You're not.
Very good.
There's nothing like when, man, there's nothing like when politics is being played out in the public's eye, like when it's right in front of you. When you can see it, it's like, ooh. I mean, it's beautiful, man. It's amazing. It's amazing. Hold on. It's amazing. Look at it. Tisha James. Tisha. Let's go to Ed Martin with his full interview with Maria Bartiromo, because we need to watch the whole thing. I gave y'all a snippet in the last one. It didn't cross my mind that I need to go get the whole thing until I hit stop and decide to do another video. Let's take a listen, because I think it's going down in the Yelling Temple.
You have criminal referrals right now on Adam Schiff, Letitia James, among others. What is the status?
Well, first of all, thanks for asking about the last 10 years. I mean, you know, when Donald Trump came into office as president, he signed an executive order saying, go and find out how government was weaponized against the citizens. When Attorney General Bondi came into office, she put a memo, put more specifics to it, and said, get to the bottom of this. She gave a specific list and a broad charge. And I have to tell you, for your viewers, we have the Attorney General Bondi has that Department of Justice spinning like a top. We've got more stuff going on. A lot of it we can't talk about because of the nature of it, but it's going like crazy. And one of them was, we were in a group, we're still in it, working on the Russia hoax. And Tulsi Gabbard declassified what happened, and she sent it over to us, to DOJ, as a criminal referral, and that's ongoing now. But what that was, and Maria, you're one of the earliest, I think you might be the only person, the only journalist who said early on, this is a Russia hoax. And you know, Brett had President Trump on an interview on that flight to Alaska, and in the interview, President Trump said, the Russia hoax was meant to destroy the relationship with Russia, make it impossible to get things under control, get a reset like Hillary said she wanted. So what we have in the Department of Justice now is a weaponization working group and the backing of our leadership to go and find this stuff. And so the Russia hoax, we know the birthday of the Russia hoax. It's December 8th, 2016, where the Obama administration, including Obama, said, don't put the truth out, lie, and ask the media to help us, and the Washington Post and others jumped right in. And then we had the Russia hoax that went on for 10 years. And every time they get in trouble, meaning the deep state and others, they throw another hoax out. And all we're doing at DOJ and all we're doing across the government is saying, get the truth out. And then, by the way, let's hold people accountable. And that's exactly what's going on. So when Bill Pulte sends a criminal referral over to us, and he says Letitia James and Adam Schiff, and by the way, both their lawyers have come out and and talked publicly about that criminal referral. So you can talk to them about the specifics, because I'm going to tell you what we're going to do is we're going to follow the facts. Every American that has a mortgage or has other documents they sign has to follow the law. We're going to go to the very bottom of the facts, and if somebody did something wrong, we're not only going to hold them accountable, we're also going to look at everything else that they've been doing, because when you're a liar, you lie not just on one thing. When you're a cheater, you cheat not just on one thing. When you're doing corruption, you generally don't just do it on one thing. So that's our what we're asked to do as prosecutors, and that's what we're doing.
Well, we are all waiting for accountability here. Adam Schiff went on Sunday morning programs and said there was collusion in plain sight. And he was the chairman of the Intelligence Committee, so he had to know better that there was no evidence of any collusion in plain sight. So are you saying that this criminal referral is about something completely different, about mortgage fraud? Are you looking to get him on something other than Russia collusion?
Well, I'm saying that there's a referral from Bill Pulte about a mortgage fraud, about Adam Schiff. That's publicly discussed. His own lawyers have been out there. Now there's more on Adam Schiff. And all we're going to do, again, is get to the facts of this and use all the tools that we have in our system. What we've discovered, and I know you want to ask me about some of this, in the weaponization, is that Joe Biden's Justice Department actively targeted American citizens. Catholics who went to Mass, parents who went to school boards, people who were involved in the Russia. You know, I hear from Carter Page every now and then. Carter Page was destroyed by the Russia hoax, and we're sitting around and pretending it's okay to say that, you know, there was a secret meeting on December 9th, 2016 in the Situation Room where they plotted the Russia hoax, and then we're going to say, oh, that was really bad. No, it wasn't really bad. It needs to be held accountable in every way we can.
Well, you went to Letitia James's home this week. You were in New York.
Yeah, look, I'm a prosecutor, and when I do these cases, I was in New York I was in Newark, actually, New Jersey, for some meetings, and I went over to New York for another meeting, and I went by there. One of the referrals is about that property that she has. Is a very a prominent neighborhood in Brooklyn, and I wanted to lay eyes on it. I think most people, if you're prosecuting something, you're careful. I didn't go there and announce it. Some woman came storming up and shooting video and talking to me, but I wanted to see the property, and there's a number of other aspects of these cases where you got to get a sense of what is actually at stake.
Do you have a grand jury in these cases?
Let me say, when you get a criminal referral, one of the tools you have is a grand jury, and I'll leave it to you to infer what I mean. But these referrals are criminal referrals, significant enough that they would warrant using all the tools, and the tools include subpoenas and witnesses, and that is in our system. That is the system. I'm not like Jack Smith. Jack Smith liked to talk about how he did things and what he did and brag about it. Letitia James did, by the way, as a prosecutor. She liked to come out and hold press conferences. I'll just tell you, when you get a criminal referral, and her own lawyer made the comments publicly, you can infer what you need to.
Well,
I'm telling y'all, there's some movement going on that people have been waiting on. There's a lot of movement. Now, if you really think about what Ed Martin said, and that's why I like Maria Bartoloma, because she's going to dig. She's an actual journalist who's going to pose tough questions, and she actually leads questions towards the truth. You notice he has to not say stuff when he's talking to her, and he has to leave guardrails for what he can say while he's talking to her, because she's actually digging towards the truth. But he told you the truth up front when he said, yeah, we have a criminal referral, and we realize that if you're going to lie about your mortgage, you'll lie about other things. And once we have this, we're going to investigate everything. He said that up front. So basically, what Ed Martin is saying is, we going to get you on one thing or the other, but we about to get you. Yeah, we about to get you. You broke a law. We're going to find the law that you broke, and we're going to get you. Now, why is that significant? Because everybody's broke a law at some point in time. I'm sorry, there's just no way around it. Everybody got some freaking piece of dirt. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got something. The difference between you and me and Letitia James is Letitia James made a point of parading in the public, being defiant and talking reckless, and then criminally prosecuting the president of the United States. Yeah, Letitia James is cooked. What's that? Adam Schiff, Bug-Out Schiff is cooked. What he's saying is, I'm getting you one way or the other. Ain't no way around it. I'm coming for you. That's what the whole visit, the whole visit to the house was about. That's the signal. No. I'm coming to get you. I'm coming to get you. Now, the interesting thing is, he spoke about what we watched in the very earlier parts of the video with the lady coming out to meet him. Someone leaked that he was going there. And so they picked the lady to come out from the neighborhood and go meet him. That lets you know that there's a leak where somebody was like, oh, well, he's headed over to Letitia James' house because the lady was there. The camera was there. You know, somebody leaked where he was going. Which just let you know that it's warfare. Everywhere there's war. War in the east. War in the west. War down south. It's a war, rumors of a war, yeah. And I like it. I like it like that. And I'm going to tell you why I like it like that. Because the Democratic Party and liberals have been on the offensive since 2020. You have been under assault since 2020. That is 5 years of assault. And about time somebody put their foot on the gas and start putting their foot on people's necks. Yeah. It's stepping on neck time.